stay around for. And the first item on special presentations will be the VFW. Is the VFW here?
Appreciate it, and we wanted to present this plaque to you and to the citizens of Homestead. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the City Council and the entire City of Homestead, I accept this, and I thank you for what you do in our community and for your support that you give, all the veterans. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item I'll go ahead and step is prevention of child abuse. Who is someone from the police department? Oh, below. I got my own little cheat sheet. You can hold this for the camera. This is a Prevention Child Abuse Month, and the proclamation reads, whereas April was proclaimed the National Child Abuse Prevention Month in 1983, and whereas over 3 million reports of child abuse and neglect are made every year, nearly 5 children die every day in America from abuse or neglect. Whereas in Miami-Dade County, there are over 13,000 child investigations annually. And whereas last year, 776 children in Miami-Dade County witnessed domestic violence in their home. Whereas the South Dade community has a second highest allegation of child abuse. Whereas the impact on children who witness family violence result in a physical, psychological behavior. Whereas children who have been exposed to violence and have a high rate of abuse and actually have academic failure. Whereas children abused prevention is a community responsibility as we make every effort to promote programs that benefit children and their families. And whereas prevention and intervention is the key to stopping the violence generation cycle. Now therefore, I, Stephen C. Bateman, the mayor of the City of Homestead, do hereby proclaim this month of April 2013 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Would you like to say something?
Thank you, Mayor Bateman. You said it all, and for those who would like to report, 1-800-96-ABUSE. And it doesn't have to be physically. Also children that experience domestic violence in their home, them watching their parent, their father or mother beating on their parents, each other, it's abuse. The children are witnessing this, and it's hurting them also. So if you want to report, 1-800-96-ABUSE. Thank you.
I would like to report, which really kind of goes hand in hand with this, is I was at a fundraiser Saturday evening on Brickell, downtown. Kathy Fernandez-Rendell had put it on, and I was fortunate enough to raise about $7,800 for the Miami Bridge, which I don't know if you know much about the Miami Bridge, but there are only 2 of them. One is in Miami, and the other one's in Homestead. It's a great facility. And it's a facility for runaways and just any act of violence on a young child from age of 10 to 17. They have a place that they can go 24 hours a day. So as our police officers see a 15-year-old child walking down the street at 1 o'clock in the morning because they got in a fight with mom or dad, they actually have a nice place to take them, that they'll receive support and care and security. So it's just another piece of the puzzle that makes Homestead a great place to live. Thank you very much.
Mayor Bateman, with your okay, I'm going to move one of my recognitions a little bit backward, just have a few folks running behind. Good evening, everyone. My name is Elvis Maldonado. I'm going to present today with the Homestead Chamber of Commerce. I would like to ask Rosa Brito, which is the Executive Director at the Homestead Chamber of Commerce of Homestead, Florida City, and she is going to talk a little bit about the Young Entrepreneur Academy. Let me tell you, this lady is great, and we're so blessed to have her in our community, working on the behalf of the folks here in Homestead. You know, due to my position as the liaison to the Education Committee of the City of Homestead, whenever anything is happening education related, I get word and notice of what's happening, and I always you know, whether it's assisting or helping out, I jump in head first to make sure that we could help out. And so Rosa brought this forward to me, and I'm more than happy to help her out. And she'll talk a little bit about what's going on, and it's something that's very exciting that she's working on through the Chamber of Commerce. So with that, Rosa Brito, please.
Thank you, Council Maldonado, for the introduction. Mayor Bateman and council members, thank you for having me here today to present our program and the community. Let me give you a little bit of background. The program that I am currently working on is called YEA. In other words, it's the Young Entrepreneurs Academy. It is an after-school program that the Chamber of Commerce will introduce to middle and high school students in our community and throughout the Dade County area. Again, it is an after-school program. It is a non-credit program, but the exciting thing about this program is that this is actually going to take these students on a 30-week period during Saturdays, hopefully, for 3 hours, and teach them how to own and operate and launch their own business. It would be a corporation or partnership, and through each class, working with a teacher and our community members, our members, we will introduce each student on how to develop their own businesses, giving them ideas, working through field trips and also through mentors in our community. So this is a win-win situation for the Chamber, where we can finally work with our local businesses and our schools in helping these kids develop their businesses and hopefully launching them and being able to employ members of the community. A little bit of background about this program is that this was launched in 2004 by the University of Rochester. The program is endorsed by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce will give our chamber, Homestead, Florida City Chamber of Commerce, seed money to begin the program. There is a cost involved, and that's going to be my job to reach out to the community for sponsors. Our sponsors will also become mentors in the program. So what I'm going to bring to this community is, if you think of the Apprentice and Shark Tank all combined into one program. Let me see something. The program is open to all schools, middle and high school students in Miami-Dade County. What we are particularly excited about is this new venture, because we always constantly talk about bringing the education and the business community together, and this package that we're bringing to this community will provide just that. Currently, there are 59 chambers of commerce throughout 23 states in the U.S. that have embarked in this particular program. The best part about the program is the kids, once they graduate from the program, they actually get to compete for on the national level with other chambers and other YEA participants for scholarship funds for their college. The trip will be held in April of the following year, and hopefully part of the program we will be able to take these students there. Let me show you a little video on this program that will get you as excited as I am to bring this program to the community.
I was 12 years old when I started to pitch my business. Then I took the Young Entrepreneurs Academy and really grew the business into a real company. It is probably one of the most valuable experiences that I've ever had.
The Young Entrepreneurs Academy is a groundbreaking 9-month program for students in grades 6 through 12, designed to guide them through the process of starting a real business. From business plan development, pitching to an investor panel and obtaining funding, to managing media campaigns, e-commerce, and web development, to sales events and trade shows. Guest speakers, business mentors, and visits to local companies provide real-world applications and experiences. And unlike other simulation models, students leave the Young Entrepreneurs Academy with a fully formed and functioning business, which they can continue after graduation.
So I believe the Young Entrepreneurs Academy is not only a unique experience, but one that every student who has any sort of drive in business should really take advantage of.
They speak with business professionals, learning about how to start a business, how to lead it themselves, how to establish that business in the courts of law. They get their DBA. They do a real business plan. They actually present to a real investor panel. So they get real experience. You can't get much more practical than actually doing it.
The YEA educational experience brings together all of the skills people need for a successful life. It's not a narrowly vocational training program.
I really have a sense now with YEA of what really needs to be done in order to go into the transition from the idea to the business.
What it provides them is a foundational understanding and, most importantly, a belief that there's an opportunity to become an entrepreneur.
The skills they learn are very cross-functional, from how to give a presentation, how to just act in a professional way.
I used to be shy, and they taught us how to greet people, and that has really changed the way I've talked to people, and that's a great skill that I've learned.
The biggest change that I've seen in myself from going through the Young Entrepreneurs Academy has been a change in confidence. Events like the Investors Panel event, having to get up there and speak in front of, all these different cameras and hundreds of people. Once you do it, you realize, hey, I can do this.
I was very impressed with the professional way that they were treated, and it was really rewarding to see how much they could accomplish in a short period of time.
It is giving students the kind of holistic, reality-based educational skills that we stress as a distinguished, nationally recognized public liberal arts college.
It works on a lot of different skills for them that ultimately, whether they wind up in business or not, I think will help them.
Okay, so I gave you a glimpse of what the program is about. The young kids that you saw in that video are actually business owners now, today. And hopefully I can gain the support of the City of Homestead and, of course, our community, because it will take a lot of funding to put this program together. Do you have any questions? Thank you.
Just a few words, Mayor and Council. Just continue to ask for your support in this organization and what they're doing in Endeavor. Folks, if you hear this, know of any business owners here in the City of Homestead that you think would be able to help out, we ask that you would help spread the word. You could contact my office, and we'll put you through with a Rosa Brito, or you could contact her directly through the Chamber of Commerce here in Homestead. If you look her up on the website for the Chamber of Commerce, you'll be able to find information. So with that, thank you very much. Thank you, Rosa, for all your help and all that you're doing here. Councilman Shirley, I know you have a question.
Yeah, I did have a question. Do you have any brochures or pamphlets or any information you can provide to myself to look over, and maybe to others that might be interested, about how to get involved and just get a little more information?
Yes, actually I am putting the Chamber's brochures together that I will send out and launch, because again, the program does take funding. We do have to pay for a full-time teacher that is willing to take on this responsibility for 30 weeks. I will manage the program, but of course, we will need a teacher for this. I am currently trying to obtain Miami-Dade College as the campus to hold the classes. If not, I think I'm going to come to the city and try to use this area. And again, the best part about this is that the investors, the people that sign on and say, okay, I'm going to give you sponsorship dollars for this program, are the investor panels. They get to work with these students for the 30 week. They will know what's going on, they will ask questions, they'll participate in the selection process, and they're the ones that when the kids put their businesses together, the kids will pitch their business to these investors, and perhaps, you know, who knows what can come out of this. Update on here already?
All right, the next item is a military task force presentation, so I'll ask Ms. Brito to stay up there. A few weeks back, or actually a few months back, we had an issue where some of our local military men and women were having a hard time finding rentals within our community, specifically within homeowners associations. And the problem is that now that we are getting more active duty people on our base, or active duty military men and women on our base, they need faster turnaround time, and it's taken them sometimes more than a month in order for them to find housing. And so I worked in collaboration with Rosa Brito, the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, to put together a task force to try to address this situation. And they've been working very diligently and very hard. They've been reaching out to the homeowners associations and trying to get them to cooperate and to help our military. And so with that, I'd like to turn it over to Ms. Brito to give us an update on the task force progress so far, and let us know what you need from us at the council and from the community as a whole.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman Shelley. One thing that I'd like to add is Councilman Maldonado has also participated in our task force by assisting me in securing the appointments with the HOA. So thank you, Councilman Maldonado, for taking this task also, and Maria, your assistant, also for making these appointments. So far, Keyscape HOA has adopted a new format in processing the military applications. All 15 of the homeowners associations have devised a new application process. They have waived the fee for the military person and reduced the fee for the spouse or child over 18 years that has to go through the security background check. So that's a positive right there. We did meet with the Malibu Bay Master Association. All of the 5 board presidents there liked the idea, and they were going to take it back to their individual associations. That happened in February, but we have not received a response back from them. They meet once a quarter, so hopefully by May we should obtain an answer from them. On the other note, I lost a page. Anyway, Waterstone 1, we will be meeting with them on the 22nd, and Waterstone 2 has opted to handle each application on a case-by-case basis because they feel they would be discriminating upon other applicants if they try to just take care of the military. Oasis is the next applicant that we're going to be meeting with them, and hopefully we can also secure some sort of a relief for these military personnel.
And do we have any more task force meetings scheduled? If anybody else wanted to get involved in this cause and trying to help out the task force, do we have any meetings coming up? Or if anybody is interested in trying to help out, do they contact you at the chamber?
Just contact me at the chamber. So far, like I said, I'm waiting for Malibu Bay to come back to us and hold a meeting at Oasis. We've tried to schedule the meeting with Oasis a couple of times. I think we've scheduled it 3 or 4 times. We were supposed to meet last Wednesday, but something happened. But hopefully on the 22nd, we will be meeting with them.
Okay.
And I'll report back to you again.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
Councilman Shelley, just also to piggyback off Rosa, what she said, it's been accepted favorably within the communities where they are all basically saying we were going to find a way to make this happen either one way or another. So again, thank you to Rosa for all the work that you've done and reaching out in the community and making a difference and helping out our military members. I've already heard and seen within my community, Malibu Bay, they're working on getting back to you, but they're at least giving me an update that they've already received some applicants and have kind of hurried them through the process, and they're just trying to make it something official, and then they'll call us back and make it official so that you're aware of it. And so your task force is working and making a difference. So thank you, Councilman Shelley. Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you, Councilman Maldonado. Next item is the art showcase, Downtown Historic Homestead Museum presentation. For many of you that have come to the council meetings, you know that before we left the last chambers, we always had the Art in the Chambers program, which I started back after I got elected. The problem is we left the chambers, and so we have no place to hang the art. So we've been contemplating for quite some time how to keep the program going and how to initiate it in these particular surroundings. And so this will be the first time we're reintroducing the program in an altered form. And if you look in the back of the room, you'll see our current artist for the next 2 months is Carol Alarcon. And these are some of her work. And so from now on, what we'll have is the artist will be here to do a presentation for the council meeting, and then the main exhibit will be going downtown. It'll be in the historic Town Hall Museum, and there'll be a display there that'll be there for the next 2 months. So once it gets introduced here, you'll have a location you go downtown to actually see the full work and enjoy it more on a hands-on basis. But with that, I'd like to invite the artist up to the podium to introduce herself, as well as talk about her work and what inspires her, and give the contact information. So if anybody's interested in seeing more of your work or buying your work, they'll know where to reach you at.
Thank you, Councilman Shelley. Thank you, Mayor Bateman, and to the rest of the council. Thank you for inviting me to share my artwork with you today. These pieces are from a series called Hojas y Pétalos, Leaves and Petals. And I was inspired by many of the plants that we see just in our neighborhoods. The first piece, the red piece, is the flamboyant, or the Royal Poinciana. And you know when it's summer because this tree is in bloom, and it just brightens up our whole world here. And the middle piece is of the mangrove, and I was inspired to paint this when I went on a trip with my good friend Laura Ogden. We took a boat ride in the Keys, and we got out and we just started walking on the mangroves, and it was just incredible to be inside instead of just viewing it from afar. And then the frangipanis, the yellow and the large white piece, they're so fragrant. And I remember walking in Puerto Rico in a neighborhood called Condado, and I walked past this home and I could just smell this wonderful fragrance, and it was coming from this tree, the frangipani. And so those are just a few, and each little piece has a story, and I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Councilman Williams.
Good evening. This is my esteemed pleasure tonight to honor and recognize one of the most valuable departments in which we have here in the city of Homestead. Let me first thank Mayor Bateman for giving me the awesome task to be the liaison to solid waste department. This department has done some Herculean job and has kept our city in such a nice, clean position that it is now. But sometimes we fail to give honor where honor is due and thank those persons who sacrifice over and over their time to make our city such a great city. And so I felt it not robbery that we honor tonight or recognize tonight the solid waste division of the city of Homestead, which is a division by which it is self-sustained. It's one of our enterprises that has really done an amazing job in making sure that all of our needs, all of our residents, all of our streets, all of the garbage, everything that we count and think that is not important, they keep it up and make sure that, that the city is in the condition that it's in. And that is a nice, safe city that is a very tailor-made city that speaks to the volume of the persons that have occupied these roles. And so without further ado, I'd like to recognize if the solid waste department would stand so we can see exactly where you are in the building, and let's give them a clap. They do the job that most of us probably would not do. And they do it with pride and joy. And so it is my pleasure tonight to recognize them one by one. Back in 1990, during President Bush era, he declared National Recycling Month and also Solid Waste Month in April. And we are in April at this moment in time. And so let me first call one of the persons that has been in the department, I guess I would say 25 plus years. He's the manager over there, and that's Milton Bailey. Would you come down, Milton? He makes sure that everything is done to par. Now, I would like to say this before I call the rest of them up. This is a great gentleman, and he has done a Herculean task over the years to make sure that this department runs efficiently and effectively. And when I was given the August task to be the liaison of solid waste, there were some projects that needed to be done. There were some trucks that needed to be done, to be purchased so that we have the right equipment for the department. And I can tell you today that most of those, the checklists that we went down, they have been taken care of. So that we become more efficient and effective in our solid waste department, and not only that, but in our recycling department. I have a small token of appreciation. It's not, as my granddaddy would say, it ain't much, but it is a small token of our appreciation. And let me read this certificate of recognition. This certificate is awarded to Milton Bailey Solid Waste Division for your tireless effort, dedication, safe and sustainable operation, and for providing an exceptional service to our deserving residents. Your untiring hard work and commitment to serve our community is what makes Homestead a great city. The City of Homestead salutes you, presented the 17th day of April 2013. Jimmy Williams III, Councilman, Elwood Maldonado, Councilman, Stephen C. Bateman, Mayor, John Burgess, Vice Mayor, Patricia Faircloth McCormick, Councilwoman, and Stephen Shelley, Councilman, and Judy Waldman, Councilwoman. And so we salute you, and with a small token of our appreciation, a gift card from me and my PR account for the Longhorn Steakhouse. So thank you so very much for what you do. But he cannot do it by himself. A leader, you're only as good as the persons or staff that you have surrounding you. And he has a great staff. Let me call up James French, a field supervisor. You just move down. just, this is the same certificate that I just read, and your certificate, and for Longhorn Steakhouse. Thank you, sir, so very much for your commitment. My friend Leslie, the coordinator, she makes sure that everything runs smooth and effective. Thank you so much for all that you do. One of the administrative assistants over there, Anna Paniki, she's not here? Oh, she's sick, okay. All right, y'all take it to her then. Alti, is Alti here? No. Okay. How about Johnny? Ricardo? What about Ricardo? Johnny? Thank you. Thank you, my brother, for what you do. Thank you. Ricardo? The recycling man. Randall, Dennis? Randall here? Is Randall here? No? Okay, Dale? All right. Hardest working, one of the hardest working men in Homestead. Charles Hill? Anthony Holmes? Thank you. John? Yes. John. Jury Joseph. Jury Joseph, is Jury Joseph here? He's out, okay. All right. Antonio? And is Antonio here? No. All right, Eric Martin? Darnell? Eric, what's going on? You been okay? Good. Juan? Darnell, how you doing? All right. Juan? Is Juan here? No. All right. Godfrey Rowe? Rafael Sanchez? Rowe? All right, Mr. Sanchez? Eugene Smith? Lewis? Roberto? Hey, Eugene. How you doing, man? All right. Thank you for all you do. Roberto? All right. Dwayne? Dwayne West? Jose White? All right. Anthony Wilson? Eric Woods? Archie? William Martinez? Jesus? Raymond? Trevin? He didn't come. Okay. Ori roll? Or no? Okay. And then I'm missing one. Benita? She thought I forgot about her. I just called her name out of order. Let me thank all of you. All can come back this way. Let's get a great picture of you. This is in the front. Okay. Milton, Milton, do you want to say something?
Well, we just thank God and we appreciate all the years of service that I have dedicated my life to the city of Homestead. Grew up here, raised here, went to elementary school, went to middle school, and graduated from South Dade. Back when I went to school, it was only the one high school down this way, so, and I gave 33 years of my life here dedicated to the city of Homestead. That's it.
All right, let's get a group picture. And like I said, let me say absolutely thank you for all that you do. And I know sometimes you feel like you're not appreciated, but you are very much appreciated by the city of Homestead and all of our residents. And so we want to salute you and give you another hand clap if we can.
Recognition of Fair Housing Month proclamation, Councilman Williams.
The Director of Finance will come forward, please, Carlos. This is a proclamation, and I will read it. Whereas fair and equal housing is right, guaranteed to all Americans, and whereas the principle of fair and equal housing is not only a national law and policy, but a fundamental human entitlement, and whereas all citizens have the right to live where they choose within their financial means, and whereas people must not be denied housing because of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, handicap, or family status, and whereas we acknowledge the importance of assuring fair and equal treatment to all citizens, and now therefore, I, Stephen C. Bateman, the mayor of the city of Homestead, Florida, do hereby proclaim April 2013 as Fair Housing Month in Homestead and urge all citizens to celebrate fair housing throughout the year, equal housing opportunity, in witness whereof I unto set my hand and cause the great seal of the city of Homestead to be affixed. Mayor Stephen C. Bateman, Patricia Fairclough McCormick, Councilwoman, Elvis R. Maldonado, Councilman, Stephen C. Bateman, Mayor, John Burgess, Vice Mayor, Jimmy L. Williams III, Councilman, Judy Waldman, Councilwoman, Stephen R. Shelley, Councilman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Williams. Next item is gun awareness. Councilwoman Fairclough McCormick.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. At this time, I would like to recognize some very key individuals who are instrumental in pulling off our gun safety and anti-bullying awareness event in the Oasis community. This event was designed to provide our parents with strategies with which to employ so that we didn't have their guns in the hands of our curious children, as well as to provide our students with techniques to employ in the event that they found a gun or had a friend that had a gun in their presence. So with that, I would like to invite our K-9 unit up. I see our psychologist there, our principal over. Stedman Stahl is here. If you had a role in a gun safety and awareness event, please come at this time. First up, our K-9 crew. I always say they have my back. Every time I call on them, they answer the call. So if it had not been from their support with their K-9 unit in addressing our crowd, this event would not have been successful. First up, Sergeant Tony Tradd. Is he here? He's doing bomb sweeps in Miami. Okay, he's excused. You can accept the award on his behalf. Officer Brian Kennedy. Yep. Officer Louis De Verona. Okay, he's with Tradd. Officer Alex Mudguaido. Come on over. Officer Victor Augusto. Come on over. Officer Robbie Tate. I have not seen him. Tate is not here today? Oh, okay. Juliana Duque, who's with KW Property Management, and Christina Morales Paz. We were the dream team in Mrs. Logistics. They're not here this evening, but I would definitely like to recognize them for the role that they played in pulling off this event. Mr. Stedman Stahl from the PBA, they were very instrumental in providing gun locks to our parents to lock up those safety devices. Thank you so much for your support as always. Dr. Jose Santiago. Come on over. He's our school psychologist who had a very exciting presentation on bullying. Thank you so much for your support and expertise. And his wife, Minelli Duclerc. She is the principal at the school where Lourdes de Jesus Guzman, the late Lourdes de Jesus Guzman, who lost her life on that bus. She is a principal, and she provided a very unique perspective on what happened and how to combat and mitigate those instances. So thank you so much for your support. Would anyone like to say anything? No? Come on, Kennedy. Come on, come on. Kennedy, come. He's shy? Okay, we're there a little shy, but I thank you so much. I'll be calling on you again for another anti-bullying campaign, and I can always use your support in the Oasis community. Thank you. Wait, come back for a picture. Let's go up for a picture.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Councilwoman McCormick. I will stand, you got it. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you, PBA. Next item on special presentations will be from Councilwoman Wallman, and it's the proclamation to Gunther Kruger. If he'll come up, please. Gunther, you here? Please come up, Gunther.
Gunther?
Please come up.
Hi. I was racing to get here from work, so I didn't want to scare anybody to think I wasn't going to be here. How are you?
Good, thank
you. I'd like to just give you a little information. As you know, April is Holocaust Remembrance Month, commemorated worldwide with April 7th set aside as a Holocaust Remembrance Day, and it's a national holiday in Israel. Gunther is a survivor of the Holocaust, and I've known him now for a year and a half, I think, about a year and a half. He moved here with his beautiful bride, Shirley, from Palmetto Bay, correct? I'm doing this from memory. And he's lived here in Keys Gate now for about 2 years. I'm doing better than I thought. Gunter is amazing because he's always been active in politics and he's always been interested in what's going on in the community that he lives in. So as soon as he moved here with his bride Shirley, they instantly became involved and got to know the community, and in turn I got to know them and I love them dearly. So with that being said, I wanted to honor Gunter tonight with a proclamation that the mayor so graciously signed for me. Thank you. Now, Gunter, I'm probably going to need your help because there's some words here that are kind of hard to say, but you will help me. Whereas Gunter Cartage was born on March 16, 1933 in Schmieheim, Germany. It's the only time we've ever done it. Yeah. My recipient does the proclamation with me. Gunter at age 6 escaped Nazi Germany in 1939, when his parents sent him away on a transport of children to Sweden, where he lived for 7 years. He carried a single suitcase containing a few pictures of his parents and his Schmieheim family, and the only picture of his friend, Hannah Bowman? Yes. Bowman, in existence. That's amazing that you did that. Whereas Gunter's family were victims of the Gurs concentration camp in France, leaving Gunter the sole survivor of the
Oppenheimers.
His grandparents' name. And whereas in 1951, Gunter graduated high school in New Jersey as valedictorian, I don't doubt that a bit, and joined the United States Air Force working as a research engineer in aerospace science. Whereas Gunter and his wife Shirley moved in 1953, have 2 sons, and reside in Homestead. Gunter was named Outstanding Young Man of America in 1967 for his contributions to the space program and national security, and whereas Gunter authored, which I've read this book, Thieves on Wall Street, Survival Guide for the Investor and a Wall Street and Government Fraud, in an effort to bring the individual investor an ounce of truth and straight talk amidst the pounds of misleading spin from Wall Street. And whereas on December 14, 2012, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission recognized Gunter's tireless efforts on behalf of the investor community and his generosity in devoting uncounted hours to studying key issues and providing the Commission with timely, concise, and persuasive analysis. Done a lot, Gunter. By helping to keep the Commission focused on the needs and concerns of retail investors, Gunter helped make America's financial markets more equitable and fair for all. And whereas Gunter is an inspiration and extraordinary man, corporate manager, leader in technology, author, lecturer, and columnist, recently turning 80 years old, young, and after overcoming all obstacles as he survived the Holocaust and the transition from one foster home to another. So therefore, Stephen Bateman, the mayor of the city of Homestead, does hereby proclaim this 17th day of April, 2013 as Gunter Cartage Day. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. May I say a few words?
Absolutely.
May I say? Those who know me know I cannot sit down without saying a few words. Thank you so much, Mayor Bateman and the City Council, and especially Councilman Waldman. I really appreciate that, and I especially thank my wife Shirley, who has been with me for 59 years, which is a remarkable achievement for both of us. I want to say that I really do thank Homestead and appreciate their welcome here, us here in this city. Sometimes my keyboard goes wild on my computer, and some of you are the recipients of one of our emails, which sometimes are not exactly what you would like to receive, but still it's the truth. And what I give in my seminars is the same message every time. I say, when money speaks, truth keeps silent. Does everybody hear this? I want us to remember the words, when money speaks, truth keeps silent. And this is the problem the nation faces, Washington faces, and unfortunately we have problems in Boston as well. And so I want to thank everyone, and I want to thank the country, United States, for welcoming us here and giving us the opportunity that we've had. And thank you so much, and I will close by something that some of you have heard, and here we go.
hidden talent that I didn't know about.
Available for bookings.
My husband will be calling you for harmonica lessons. He's been trying to learn the harmonica for a long time. So, Merv, here's your man. Gunter, you amaze me, and how wonderful it was that you played that tonight of all nights. So, thank you. And let's get a picture of you.
Thank you very much. Thank everyone, and appreciate your hospitality in Homestead, which, by the way, we think is a great city yet to have greater achievements to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Shirley, you want to come up and get a picture? Shirley, you want to come up and get a picture with Gunter during this proclamation? Actually, with the council lights come down. Yeah. Okay, so let's step around here.
This way.
You didn't mention.
And we'll be sure to get those pictures to both of you as well that Begonia took. Next, I'd like to invite to come forward Miss Lillian Levine. And this is our own Loretta coming forth with her. Please be careful right here. This is good. This is good. You're welcome, Miss Lillian. She's my favorite. Ms. Lillian has been a valued member of the Community Center for over 20 years. And unfortunately, or fortunately for her, she'll be moving to Gainesville to be with her family, but we're going to miss you terribly.
I'm going to miss all of you.
We're really going to miss you. She organizes and runs the Bunko game every week. She does all kinds of activities at the clubhouse, and you're going to be so missed. But I wanted to give you a little something. Okay. And this is for Miss Lillian. It's for your dedication, commitment, and service to the City of Homestead through 20 years of volunteering at the William Dickinson Community Center, formerly known as the Homestead Senior Center, and the selfless love and precious time you have bestowed to our citizens. You will never be forgotten and always be cherished.
I hope not.
And may Homestead remain home to you as you move on in your next phase of your life.
I'm
So,
overwhelmed.
well, you're so
Overwhelmed.
deserving, so deserving. And this is our Volunteer Service Award that I had made up for Miss Lillian. And we'll step over here so that we can get you and without this big podium, because we're both so tall. You know?
Thank you so much, Mrs. Levine. Next special presentation is Charter School at Waterstone Pilot Quiz Show, Councilman Maldonado.
Thank you, Mayor. Once again, thank you for joining us this evening, and I'd like to ask the students that are representing the Charter School of Waterstone to please come up here and join me. If you recall, last month we started off and we spoke about how the Education Committee here in the City of Homestead is working hard to make a difference here in the city. We did a pilot program in reference to a game show. And who we have here are some of the participants. Now, the charter school, the Waterstone, won that day the competition, even though it was a pilot program, but these were the winners of that program. And let me tell you, the questions that I asked were difficult, and they knew them all, and they did an excellent job. So I bring you guys up here to recognize you for your great work, and also for helping me and this education committee and working on a pilot program to make this happen. And hopefully next year this will be up and running and live. I believe we have a clip that we will be linking up to the City of Homestead website, and it will show you a clip of how this took place and what it looked like. And let me ask you a question. Did you guys have fun? Yeah. Well, you guys did great. Well, so with that, since you won, and winners usually get something, I went and got you something. So I got a little, an award and a gift, and recognizing you and your school for your great work and what you've done. And let me tell you, you make the City of Homestead look proud. Thank you for being involved in your school the way you are. You guys hold, pride of your school. Charter School of Waterstone is an A school. Miss Aguilar, which we dearly love, she's so committed to this school and to this community. And you guys are so lucky to have a principal like her overseeing the school that you guys attend. So with that, I'm going to give you some presentations. I'll call you by your name. Please hold. Lexis Rice. And, wait, I'm going to read this before, psych. The certificate of recognition. This certificate is awarded to Lexis Rice, Charter School at Waterstone Quiz Show participant, in recognition of your participation, preparation, and demonstrated talents during the City of Homestead Pilot Quiz Show. The City of Homestead salutes you, honored on this day, April 17th of 2013, and here it has all the names of the elected officials, our seal and our stamp. This is for you. And there is a photo here of what it looked like. And again, you'll be able to see that on the city website. And it has a little pin here, school with pride. And then we also have a little gift here. It's a card, and I think it has something on there that you could purchase and buy and spend and drive mommy crazy to take you to the store. Okay, so thank you for your everything that you've done. So this is for you. Jimmy went, say your last name? Wendy? Went. Jimmy Went. And it says the same thing, the same award. Congratulations. Christopher Naples. And thank you as well. You've done a great job, and this is for you. Catalina, and your last name is Rata, right? Well, thank you as well. And let me tell you, this girl here is sharp. Beware of her. I don't know what they're doing at that school, but they're pumping out some wizards, and that's a good thing for the City of Homestead. So here you go. And thank you. And please recognize these students for the great work.
Congratulations and thank you very much. That concludes our special presentations awards at this time. Madam Clerk, do you need a minute or? Okay, well, in the next 5 minutes, we'll take up our Community Redevelopment Agency workshop. 5 minutes.